not still at it, are you? I caught you wasting time on that website when you should have been writing your column.
Finished it. I just about made the deadline.
Get some sleep then. You look shattered.
I can't. I've got a load of interviews later.
But at least get away from that screen for 5 minutes. What's so important it can't wait till later?
Babe.
You don't even know half these people.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Who's Andrew Popilov?
I went to university with him.
When was the last time you saw him?
Must have been about 1997.
Over 10 years ago. There's probably a good reason for that.
Yeah, he was quite annoying. He always spat when he spoke. You're right. Again.
Wish my students could see it. No one's interested in philosophy anymore. All they want to talk about is who prodded who on Friends Reconnected. Don't forget the appointment.
I won't.
Ah, brilliant. We can start. Draw some coffee.
Got my lap signed, thanks.
Okay. Right. When you're ready, Melody.
What's so funny?
One of the columns from the Sunday papers. My mate Ellie's just posted it on Friends Reconnected. It's hysterical. It's this bloke talking about all the people he went to school with, and this one girl, Cyclone Sally, the school bike, is exactly like someone we used to know. Okay, listen. I have to stop Mr. Hansard and stop him fast. If he opens the PE cupboard, he's going to catch Sally and Gordon McNair making the beast with 2 backs amongst the bean bags.
That looks familiar.
Yeah, he's local. One of Jimmy's patients from the campus, from Cardiff. I think Jimmy actually went to school with him. Oh, imagine if he ended up on here, how funny would that be?
They all looked a bit serious earlier, didn't they?
Hey, I thought I wasn't seeing you till this afternoon.
You're not. I was just wondering if the test results were in yet. I thought if I caught you before surgery, you might... Sorry, you haven't even opened up yet. I'll leave you to it.
No, don't run off. Are you okay?
I just want to know, that's all. Once we know what the problem is, we can do something about it. Can't we?
They won't be until this afternoon, so... Try not to worry, though, yeah?
I'm fine, honestly. What will be, will be.
So, having taken all of this into account, I've decided that Ruth Pierce is fit to return to work at the mill.
Right. Thank you, Melody.
No,
What?
she can't come back to work here. It's preposterous.
You agreed. You said you would go with Melody's decision.
Well, that was before I knew she'd make this ridiculous, ill-advised judgment.
Heston, you can't just change your mind because the outcome isn't what you wanted.
It's not about what I want, Julia. It's about what's right for the mill. I knew this was too much for a trainee to handle.
Melody is hardly a trainee, Heston.
Technically, she is. This is a complex and specialised case. We should never have asked her to take it on.
I am right here, you know.
Please don't take it personally, Melody. It was unfair of us to ask you to do this. For that, I take full responsibility.
Well, this is ridiculous. I made a professional judgment based on my experience, my knowledge, and most importantly, empathy, which is something you clearly know nothing about, Heston.
Nobody is criticising the way that you've handled things.
Quite. This is not an exercise in making Melody feel good about herself. Let's not lose sight of the larger picture here.
So, how was the meeting?
It was okay.
So what's happening about Ruth?
I decided that she was fit to return to work.
What?
Well, good for you.
Yeah, well, you know, it was a difficult decision, but at the end of the day, I just had to be professional and put the needs of the patient first.
Professional? You think you're being professional?
Look, I know how upset you must be, okay? This wasn't easy.
Save it. I'm not taken in by your little gold lost routine. Backstabber.
Well, these have gone cold.
Not planning on doing a run, were you, big boy?
Sam! Wow. You look...
Gorgeous, I know. Well, you buying me lunch or what? Don't keep a hungry girl waiting.
Well, you look great.
It's amazing what a diet of chips and ice cream will do for a girl. You look as rough as a badger's backside, if you don't mind my saying.
Well, I had a deadline this morning, so I was up all night mainlining coffee. So.
Well, that's right. Mr. Hotshot journalist now, aren't you? How's that going?
Good, yeah, it's going well.
Won an award, didn't you? Or so I've been told.
Yes, for my column. It's silly, really. It's just a bit of fun.
Oh, what's it about?
Oh, you haven't read it?
Oh, get away. I only read the tabloids. Those other papers are much too highbrow for me. Not enough pictures.
Well, we should order. Have whatever you want. It's on me.
Ah, Miss Armitage. Everything all right? Good, good. Things are running a little bit differently today. Can I introduce you to our new GP registrar, Dr. Simon Bond? Oh, excuse me one moment. Will you take Miss Armitage's blood pressure?
This is lush. How's your quiche?
Fine. I'm not hungry, really. Might get another coffee, though.
You want to get a bit of meat down you, that's your trouble. Vegetarian? You used to love a kebab. Do you remember those nights we used to spend outside Kebab-a-Rama with Pixie and Garbo and the others? You dressed in that long black coat, trying to get Yanis to play the Cure on his crappy little tape machine.
You never would, though, would he? What was that rubbish you used to insist on?
Oh, Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross. That's the one. Listen, Sam, about the way you go.
Oh, my stars! If it isn't little Jimmy Clay.
Sam! Hurricane Sam!
Hurricane Sam! God, I haven't been called that for years. What the blue blazes are you doing here?
Well, I live around here now, don't I? How come you two are...
Oh, just hooked up with Matty here for all time's sake. Found him on that Friends Reconnected, didn't I? Do you two see each other around?
Yeah, now and again. I saw your missus this morning, actually.
Is that Annabelle? I've seen the pickies on your profile. You pulled a right little cracker there, haven't you, big boy?
I need another drink.
You just sit yourself down, I'll get these. This calls for a celebration. What's it going to be, Jimster? Sambucas all round?
No, I can't. I only popped in to get a sandwich. I gotta go back to work.
Oh, I won't hear of it. You're stopping for one. How often do we get
He's got to work, Sam. Let the man go.
Yeah, I've got to get back, so, you know. It was nice seeing you, though. So, have fun.
Don't you worry about that, Jimster. We'll have some fun, all right?
A quick word. Apropos, Ms. Pearce, I'm handing the matter over to Henry Salisbury.
Heston, you cannot do this. It's not fair. Now, you agreed to Lily's proposal, and you're very happy for Melody to assess Ruth.
Look, be honest. This was never going to be fair, was it? No one around here can be objective about Ruth. I know I can't. Can you? Exactly. Which is why I'm handing this over to someone impartial, for Ruth's sake, as much as everyone else's.
Well, seems like you've already made the decision.
Good. I'll get onto it right away.
Oh, I had no trouble polishing that off.
Well, it's been lovely catching up, but I think...
You're not leaving now? Well, you've hardly told me anything about yourself. Tell me about Annabelle. You happy?
Yes, she's lovely. I'm a lucky man.
And where did you meet her? Oxford?
No, I met her in London. Yeah, I was pretty lost before she met me. You know, I was drinking too much, hanging around Soho bars with pointless, empty-headed people.
Sounds awful.
Fleet Street had taken my soul, really. You know, I was successful, but I wasn't happy.
You gonna eat that?
No.
Saved you then, did she?
Yeah, well, you could say that. Yeah. She was just so real, you know, so honest. She cut through all that London nonsense and she made me see what was really important. So when she got a job lecturing at the university here, I came along with her. I'd have been a fool not to.
I'd love to meet her. Or get her to come down.
Now? She's at work.
Well, what time she knock off? We can meet up with her later. Hey, how's about you and me going in a pub crawl, eh? Just like old times. She could meet us along after she's finished work. Oh, come on, Matty, it'll be a laugh.
No, that's not a good idea. She's working late. You've got to go back to Cardiff.
Blimey. Anyone would think you'd be ashamed to be seen with me or something.
No, she would love to meet you, honestly.
Well, call her then. She can pop out for coffee, can't she? Blimey, this is a flash model, isn't it?
What do you think you're doing?
Giving her a call. Annabelle. Right, here we are, right at the start.
Give me that.
Yeah. Just like when we were at school, isn't it, big boy? Like when you used to get bullied and I'd have to step in and rescue you. Remember? I said, do you remember? Squirt.
Yeah.
But funny how you never mention that in your column, isn't it?
Okay. Oh my. Help! Cherry! She just collapsed. I didn't want to roll her.
Let's get her sitting up. Here we go. It's okay. Nice and gentle. That's it. There we go.
I thought you hadn't read it.
Of course I read it. I've got the starring role, haven't I? What is it you call me again? Cyclone Sally, the school bike? Not much of a disguise, is it?
It's never meant to be malicious.
No? Let's have a little look-see, shall we? Oh, here we are. Here's a good one. My 16th birthday. To celebrate, Sally's mum cracks open the baby sham and defrosts a Black Forest gatto. Oh, judge them not, dear reader. This is what passes for urban sophistication round their way. Bit of a cheap shot in it, even by your standards.
It's affectionate.
Done a pretty good job of reinventing yourself, haven't you? Anyone would think you spent your school days swanning around like Cardiff's answer to Oscar Wilde. Have you forgotten what you were really like?
No.
I got a story for one of your columns.
Please.
Summer 1994. Ring any bells?
Don't. Right, there's not a day goes by where I don't feel terrible about that.
Yeah? What is it that eats you up the most, eh, Matty? Getting me pregnant and begging me to get rid of it? Or the way you wouldn't have anything to do with me afterwards, eh? How many years had we been friends? It meant nothing to you, did it? Do you know how scared I was? I have never felt so alone. And where were you, eh? Legging it back to Oxford with your tail between your legs. You couldn't get away from me fast enough, could you?
Annabelle and I are trying for a baby. It's ironic, isn't it?
Do you want to know what's really ironic? I kept the baby. You got a daughter.
Hiya. Had any more medical emergencies that you couldn't cope with?
Don't. I feel so stupid. Help, Cherry, help!
You weren't that bad, honestly. My first placement, I thought that one of my patients had died. It was this old bloke. I told the staff nurse, I called the coroner, and then his son came in. He took it so well, bless him. He said, "Can I say goodbye?" So I took him onto the ward, pulled back the curtain, and there was a dad sitting up reading the Racing Post.
No.
True, but let's just keep it to ourselves, that way.
What was all that about?
Oh, I can't say. Sorry.
This is all I could get hold of today. I'll get some more to you in a couple of weeks.
Doesn't quite make up for all the lost birthdays and Christmases, but it's a start, I suppose. Don't you want to know anything about her? Her favourite pop group? What she likes for a tea? Are you not a little bit curious? They all.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
I just wanted to say thanks for yesterday.
Okay.
I mean, I know that you might not personally appreciate Ruth returning to work, but, you know, you have to admit that in all fairness...
That's just it. I don't know that I can be fair where she's concerned.
Right. It was just yesterday, you said...
Yeah, I thought you were going to suggest that she stayed away. I think you made a big mistake.
Matt, you okay?
Yeah, I'm a bit early. Is there a coffee machine in here?
Hello, I was wondering if I could talk to someone about possibly doing some agency work. Thank you.
Sam hasn't changed, has she? I didn't know you two were still in touch. Do you remember that time when she got up in assembly and she did dance routine to like a prayer? Yeah, mate.
I've got a kid. A daughter. She's mine and Sam's. 14. Her name's Megan, apparently. I only found out today.
You and Sam. Hurricane Sam. You've got a kid with Hurricane Sam.
All right, you don't have to keep saying it.
When were you two?
It only happened the once. It was that summer after my first year at uni.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. See, when I went off to college, it was like this whole other world had opened up to me, you know? I'd been this scrawny misfit at school, but there, I wasn't weird anymore. And I come home, and there's Sam, still treating me like some little kid that doesn't know anything.
So you slept with her to show her what a man you'd become?
No. I don't know. Maybe. A little bit. I was drunk. We both were. Rum. Still can't touch this stuff.
How come you've only just found out about it now?
She told me she was pregnant about 2 days before I was due to go back to uni. I asked her to get rid of it. As far as I knew, she had. Well, after that, my mum remarried and moved away, and I didn't have any reasons to go back to Cardiff, so... Actually, she did try and write to me a few times, but I threw away the letters. Look, I'm not proud of myself, right? I was 19 for crying out loud, man.
Even so.
Don't tell Annabelle.
I can't keep it a secret.
Oh, can't I? How is she going to feel when she finds out that I've got a kid and we can't have one? I'm not putting her through that.
Well, you won't know until you tell her.
Hey,
Well, I'll give you 2 moments.
you all right? Let's get this over with, shall we? What's wrong with me?
I've told her.
Well, we all know he's fine, don't we? Mr. Sharpshooter. Managed it first time with old schoolbag Sally.
Sam. Her name's Sam.
What is it then? Blocked fallopian tubes? Endometriosis? I've done all the research already, so you may as well tell me and we can all go home.
There's nothing wrong with either of you. Test results came back normal.
Did you hear that, babe? We're going to be okay.
Look, the best advice I give you now is to just keep trying for the time being.
That sounds like really good advice to me.
I've been trying for the last 2 years.
Well, it can take time.
I want a baby now.
Sweetheart, there's no rush.
That's easy for you to say. You already have a daughter. What about IVF?
Well, we tend to try the cheaper and less invasive procedures first.
I want IVF. We can go private. I don't want to waste any more time.
Babe.
I'm serious. I'm sick of this. You have no idea what this is like for me. Waiting every month. Not knowing. My life's been on hold for the last 2 years. I couldn't even get drunk on my own 30th. I want this now. We've got some money saved. You don't want this, do you? I knew it. You never wanted a baby. Your heart's not in it.
No, it's not that.
What is it then? Why won't you do this for me?
I've given our savings to Sam.
You've done what?
I was trying to protect you.
Well, you paid her off.
I just wanted her to leave us alone so we could get on with our life, so we could make our own family.
You gave her money so she would leave you alone? The mother of your child?
I did it for us.
What kind of person are you?
Annabelle. Please.
Oh, mate.
Sam!
Blimey, Jimster. Twice in one day. Anyone would think you were stalking me.
You got something nice for Megan?
Who?
Matt told me you have a daughter. Look, it can't have been easy for you coming back here today.
No. Never mind, eh? What's done is done.
Yeah, well, if there's any consolation, I don't think Matt's finding this easy either.
He got off pretty lightly, if you ask me.
Well, Annabelle's left him.
Good.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
He's ruined my life, Jimmy. People read his vile, stupid columns. They know what he's talking about. Cyclone Sally, the school bike. He's made my life a misery. My family's life. We're a laughing stock. I've got some pride, you know. So I'm glad he's on his own. Now he knows what it feels like.
Yeah, but you got Megan.
I made her up.
What?
I just wanted to watch him squirm. Station, please.
Well, that solves it then. You are definitely buying the first round.
Good day.
Losing my touch.
Fancy a pint?
Love one.
Okay, there's no easy way to say this. Heston wants a second opinion and he's talking to the consultant psych about it.
So all that work I did, all of that effort I put in was for nothing?
It hasn't gone unnoticed. You did a great job.
Not great enough. When are any of you going to start taking me seriously?
We do.
I am sick of the way I get treated around here sometimes. You asked me to do a job, and I did it well. I put a lot into that assessment, and now Michelle's not speaking to me. Daniel is, but only just.
Melody.
Just don't ask me to do anything like this again, okay? Ever.
I want the facts of life.
Sorry.
Men, women, babies.
Gooseberry bushes.
Ruth is well enough to return to work, so I'm sure you will agree that's good news.
Poor girl's head is full of squirrels juggling chainsaws. She'll come back, make a monumental screw up, and Julia will be forced to sack her.
What? I'm a doctor!
Family turmoil for Ian Hart and Dervla Kirwan next on BBC1 Scotland as the parents of a teenager living a secret life in today's brand new Moving On drama.